besties, and thank you so much for joining me in today's video, and welcome if you guys are new. My name is Lindsay, and over here on this channel we cover all things beauty, and in today's video we are finally closing out 2023 videos with the best affordable perfumes I tried in 2023. Now, these didn't all necessarily come out in 2023, but I did try them in that year. And there are two fragrances I am gonna cheat on that I just tried very recently that did come out in 2023 at least, so I just can't help but mention them because they have actually scooted and booted out some of the fragrances, starting with Al Haramain's Junoon Noir. If you guys have been watching my recent videos, you know how much I have been loving Dama Bianca from Casa Moratti. I love that fragrance so much. I think it's so ethereal, so feminine, so light, airy, just beautiful, you guys. A very smooth blend of a fragrance as well. And when I heard one of you tell me that this fragrance smells very, very similar, I knew I had to get my nose on it, and oh my goodness, you were not lying. Not only does this remind me of Dama Bianca, it's powdery, sweet, smooth. You do have that beautiful musk and vanilla at the base, as well as the citrus. There's the lime and the kumquat. Everything that you get in that fragrance, you are receiving in this one as well, but it's just stronger, which is great. I wore it all day yesterday and I loved it. So again, just imagine Dama Bianca but amplified with the scent. A little bit more citrusy, not quite as light and airy, but still very beautiful, smooth, powdery, sweet. Absolutely phenomenal. And I believe this fragrance is $49.99, which I know is not cheap. It used to be cheaper, but you guys, for the Dama Bianca DNA, I'm pretty sure the big bottle of that one is $310 or $305. This is worth every stinking penny. I wore it all day yesterday, and it's also very long lasting. You guys, my wisdom tooth on this back side is hurting so bad right now. Next up is Lattafa's Rave Now, which this one is another fragrance that is, I'm pretty sure, supposed to be duping Burberry Her Elixir. They smell so similar. I feel like for $25, this is fantastic. And honestly, if you're somebody that truly does want to get your hands on Burberry Her Elixir, but you know you'll never want to spend that money, this is close. It's not the same. This one is fluffier. There's a powdery marshmallow. There's also this really beautiful freshness coming from the citrus that I adore. It's more playful to me, but very, very close. I do find Burberry Her Elixir is more refined, but oh my gosh, for $24, this is so freaking close. Now, full transparency, I do not like this bottle. I'm just gonna be honest, like the rubbery, I don't love it, but I love what's inside. I also don't love the fact that the spray is black, because I feel like one day I'm gonna spray my eyes when I'm rushing. It's not gonna be a cute situation, but nonetheless, the smell is just fantastic, and it's strawberries and cream done absolutely right. There's berries, there's whipped cream, there's the citrus, the marshmallow. I adore this, and I do feel like, once again, it's similar to Burberry Her Elixir, but not 100%, but close enough if you ask me. Like, if you were wearing this fragrance, I might just believe you're wearing Burberry Her Elixir. I might. I'm not gonna lie, we have two more fragrances that do seem like they are heavily inspired by more expensive fragrances, so I'm gonna get those out of the way. Starting with Care Pistachio from Paris Corner. I wanna say I've done a video, oh yeah, my marshmallow video was talking about this fragrance. For me, this is like if you took Kayali's, where is it? Okay, I was like, where'd she run off to? This is like if you took Kayali's Yum Pistachio Gelato and you siphoned out some of that soapy kind of like shaving cream smell that I always talk about. You still have a little bit of that freshness going on for sure, but it's not to the level of this. So for me, I feel like it doesn't have as much bergamot. I sprayed them both on my hands. yeah, this one just gets straight to the gourmands, and it kind of like cuts out a lot of that airy freshness that some people don't necessarily love in this fragrance. Now, I truly do, so I love having both in my collection depending on my mood. But if you do like pistachio gelato and you don't like that kind of soapy aspect, I feel like you'd like this a little bit more. In both, you do get that pistachio, you get the creamy, sweet, fluffy aspects. I just feel like because there is more bergamot in this one, it does appear fresher and airier and just a bit lighter, but neither one of them is too heavy to me. Now, if you guys love Delina and Delina Exclusive, you might love me for recommending this. This is our Mauve Club de Nuit Imperial, which for me, first of all, Middle Eastern fragrances, like the brands, they just know what they're doing when it comes to presentation. The bottle is just very beautiful, heavily weighted, and it smells addictive, intoxicating, luxurious, expensive, feminine. For me, this one does combine the Delina Exclusive and the Delina DNA in the most beautiful way. For me, because Delina Exclusive, like that scent profile is just so bold and in your face, I do feel like it kind of goes more so in that direction, but you are getting the additions of the peony, the musk, and the nutmeg. I think it's very beautiful, but it does go more towards that sexy kind of luxurious vibe that I do get from the Exclusive. For me, the original has more of a pretty woman, just absolutely flawless, beautiful, just so feminine. Like this for me is sexy, bold, and intense, and I do feel like if you guys do love the Exclusive, you're going to love this. And I love the addition of peony. It makes me so freaking happy. So good. Oh my goodness. The lychee. I crave this fragrance, and the only thing is, I do want to mention, I think I've said it before in a previous video, this is very strong and you only need a little bit. Like if you overspray this, you're going to learn the hard way. You're going to get headaches if you're like me and very sensitive to certain notes. I do feel this could be headache inducing, but yeah. It's fresh, it's fruity, very floral with the rose, and you are getting that delicious creamy vanilla. This is so pretty. Number 5 is Born Dreamer from Charlie D'Amelio. If you guys like those musky, sweet, sugary, juicy pear fragrances like God is a Woman, imagine God is a Woman but just more sugary. That is this, and I love it. Are they similar? Yes, but for me, this one does last longer. Very easy reach, don't have to think about it. You're just gonna smell good, sweet, airy, light, and fresh. This is beautiful. I also love Kiss a Pink from Paris Corner. I have smelled Yara and I do really like this one, do not get me wrong. This one for me, I get so much coconut, it's very powdery, and you do get that gourmand vanilla aspect to it as well. But for me, you guys, I love this one so much more because it's not as powdery, it's fruity, it's very girly. Whenever you want to literally smell like the color pink, this is the type of fragrance you will reach for, and I just love the coconut water in the fragrance. Makes it so much more palatable. I love this so freaking much, and yes, it does remind me of a pink drink. I also have, of course, Camra from Lattafa. For me, this fragrance is very warm, very spicy. You're really getting that cinnamon in this fragrance, so you have to be okay with cinnamon spice and everything nice. To me, I've said it before and I'm gonna say it again, it does truly remind me of walking into a Kirkland's in the fall time or a Hobby Lobby and getting hit in the face with all those yummy spices. It really does, but it is of course more wearable. You do have the vanilla, thank gosh, and praline, evening out that spice just a little bit, but it's still taking over, let me just say. For me, I do love this fragrance, but I do tend, when I do wear it, to mix it with something a little bit sweeter, even though it's already super sweet. I just like to do it that way, just to even further offset some of the spice It's really, really nice, you guys, though. It is intoxicating. I feel like it's angel share vibes without that boozy aspect to it that I love, because again, it's very woody, spicy, sweet, and warm. I do love this. I think it's actually like the epitome of fall. It's just that when I do wear it, I have noticed I do tend to reach for something that does have vanilla or even like a fresh spice, like our next fragrance. Next up is Zara's Vanilla Vibration, and oh my goodness, this smells amazing. Is it 100% a me fragrance? Absolutely not, but you guys, if you want to go outside your element, like, this is so good. It's green, spicy, sweet, very, very aromatic in my opinion. I don't know what all is in this. I know there's cardamom, there's something green, I don't know what it is, and vanilla, and it's the most smooth balancing vanilla in this fragrance. It's so beautiful, you guys. I love this. It's powdery and just very expensive smelling, let me just say. It does, again, take me outside my element, but for the fall and mixed in with this fragrance, absolutely beautiful. Guys, I looked it up and these two fragrances do go over the $50 price point. So I'm not going to include them in this video. Well, I am, but I'm not going to talk about them. But just know Orientica's Velvet Gold, which is a beautiful, bougie, expensive, regal vibe. So beautiful, smells like legit money. And Orientica's Royal Amber, which is a beautiful, fruity, fresh, spicy, musky, woody fragrance. These both are absolutely stunning and smell so expensive. I still look at them as affordable-ish for how they smell, but unfortunately, yeah, I'll have to go with the runners-up. One of my runner-ups is Swiss Arabian's Casablanca. To me, Casablanca is an absolute dream for fall. It's scrumptious. It does remind me of a caramel apple with grape, and they're suede, and it's so beautiful and lovely. For me, I do get a little bit of a sexy vibe from this fragrance as well, I would say. Like, I totally wear this on a date, maybe mix and match with other fragrances, but I do feel like there is something so sexy about this gourmand. It does have a bit of maturity, and there is some grounding coming from, I believe, the suede note. You really get that in this fragrance, and it can be a little off-putting, especially the first time you do smell it, but oh my goodness, after I let it sit for longer, it just gets even more delicious. For me, this is so beautiful. There's the suede, there's iris, there's some woods, there's definitely warm vibes in this fragrance as well, but I don't really get the patchouli, thank gosh. Sometimes I love patchouli, sometimes I don't. I feel like the way it's done in the fragrance is so smooth and so balanced. I'm sure I'm missing some of the notes, but I'm just talking about what I pick out. There's also some musk. And last but not least is Sabrina Carpenter's Sweet Tooth Caramel Dream. I love the original so much. I actually just did a video on my TikTok talking about it today, but this one is a bit sexier. This one smells more rich and expensive, very great for date nights, I must say. It opens up with this blast of citrus. I specifically am getting the orange so strongly, but I'm also getting that dark chocolate, so kind of like dark chocolate covered oranges in the opening, which is so yummy. As it dries down more, you do get the patchouli, but because it's caramelized, it's easier to take in, which a lot of people I know are gonna love in this fragrance. You're still getting the sweet, fluffy aspects of the original, kind of more grown woman and like, yeah, more expensive smelling. You have to like the caramelized patchouli, but if you can get down with it, I think that you really would, almost dropped it, love this fragrance. It's so banged up because I have like traveled with it, and unfortunately sometimes they fall, whatever, but the smell is what matters, and this is really good, you guys. Those were my favorite affordable fragrances in 2023. Please comment yours down below. You guys know I'm always looking to try your recommendations. I literally love to do it. It's my favorite thing. I want to do a full video like just trying everything you guys recommend. If enough people would like comment down below their favorite things, maybe I'll make another community tab trying to do that. But anyways, I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the good things, and I will see ya in the next one. Bye!